So, in case you haven't really been up to date with Thomas recently, there's a new show coming out in 2026, and Mattel has just recently leaked, or not really leaked, but given a little teaser of what the series will look like, including a new promotional video of Thomas. Let's roll the clip. So, today we're just going to be doing a little quick review and my thoughts and opinions on it, and also my hopes for the new series. The first thing I'm going to note is the scenery. The scenery looks absolutely incredible. I think the colours are very vibrant, they're very bright. It does seem a lot more vibrant compared to how the CGI series was. There's no lack of colour or anything there, and I think that looks great. Thomas himself looks pretty good. I think the bigger number one looks great. The side rods look great as well. I think it actually looks darker, more of a gunmetal grey compared to the lighter colour side rods we had. Something else to note is that it looks like they're continuing the moving gestures and them swaying side to side and bouncing and everything. And at the end you saw the races forward like a race car, which is something, it's from Origins Go, but it's also something that was very prominently shown in the Boba era, so not really surprised there that that's back. So I do like the overall look of Thomas. I'm still not completely used to the face and the coloured eyes and everything. Hopefully he doesn't sound terrible, because it is kind of looking like, he's not going to sound too great, but I'm hoping I'm wrong, honestly. I'm also keen to see how the other characters look, because Thomas looks... I do think he looks a little bit worse compared to the promotional image on the box that he comes on. You can see the character profile and it looks very different, and I actually think the character profile one looks better. The only thing I don't really love is that the bouncing around and everything that they've done there. I was never really a fan of it when they introduced it in Journey Beyond Sodor, and still not used to it, or still don't like it now. I do think this does give me good hope, and I do have a pretty positive opinion on this. I think it looks great, and I think it's got a lot of potential. The animation looks a lot better than the CGI series. I think that was very dull looking at times. Soda Production said a similar thing about how it can look dull at a lot of angles, and the scenery can look very flat. That does not look to seem to be the case here. I think it looks great. Overall, I do think this is a promising start, and I think... I know the toys come out in June, but I'm not entirely sure when the show does. But I'm very excited to see how it is, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. My sort of hope for the show is that it goes back to a 4:30 runtime, at least maybe 18 episodes or something. Just good voice actors, and that the characters that are returning are handled well, and they also get focused episodes. So that'll be it for today. It's just a little quick wrap up, and it's just a little quick talk about my hopes and opinions on this new footage and what it will lead to. So thanks for watching.